Hi everyone, I'm Dina Ivanova. I'm a Russian-born pianist, currently living in Germany, in Berlin. So my journey in music started quite early. I was 4 years old, and to be honest, it was a very easy decision for me as a kid to make. It started very natural because my mom, she's a music teacher, she's a pianist, and she was my first teacher for I think around 10 first years. And she still is my main counselor, my main advisor. She listens to all my recordings, to all concerts I play if she has the opportunity, and I really respect her opinion. And I'm also extremely grateful for my childhood, for all effort she put in me, in my education. She was practicing with me every day for many hours, and only thanks to that I was granted an opportunity to continue my education later in Central Music School in Moscow, because originally I come from not so small but quite provincial but nice city, Rязань. When I moved to Moscow, I was 14 years old, I think. I studied in Central Music School for 3 years. My teacher was Alexander Shotovich Mdayans. Also with him I studied 5 more years in Moscow State Conservatory. It was a very special time, of course, in my life. I met always amazing people. Maybe it was one of the happiest times in my life, to be honest again, because after Rязань, moving to Moscow and seeing always fantastic musicians around me, also young, so inspired, so different, with different backgrounds, with different ideas. It was overwhelming, it was amazing, it changed my life, it changed everything. I was sometimes sitting for hours just at the same table with other older musicians and just listening to what we talk and discuss, and it was actually, I think, the main part of my education. In conservatory it was a bit different because it was, I think, a bit overcrowded with pianists like me, but also I tried not to give up. I tried to participate in competitions. Sometimes it was successful, sometimes not so much, but anyway, I was lucky at least competitions, actually twice. First time in Weimar I got second prize, and it affected my destiny because I think that pushed me to the decision to move to Germany, to Weimar, where I met my next professor, Grigory Gruzman. But most importantly, I was like at least competition in Utrecht, in Netherlands, and I was graduating from Moscow's conservatory at the time, and I was at a crossroads. I didn't know what to do, where to move or not to move. Should I stay in Moscow? Should I go somewhere else? And actually, after this Liszt competition in Utrecht, I was given amazing, unbelievable for me back when, opportunities to play many concerts in Europe, and it made my decision much easier. I realized it would make more sense for me to try to live in Europe for a while, because I simply had more concerts opportunities there. Of course, I missed and I still miss my Moscow friends, but now we all live in different parts of the world, and now times also different, and it's very difficult for me personally, because yes, it's very sad and it's kind of tragic what's happening, but my family is still there in Russia, and of course I'm very loyal to my family, and I really, really miss my family, and I'm trying to see them as often as possible. I think it was one of the best decisions I made during last years, because Weimar was very nice, but I wasn't sure it was the right fit for me. And when I was lucky to meet my professor, Kirill Gerstein, he's of course fantastic musician, one of the best pianists in the world, and I can't be grateful enough. It's beyond words how grateful I am every time when I have lessons with him, or I simply have opportunity to listen to other people's lessons with him. I understand what it hasn't been for nothing, because this is something worth fighting for. So I'm really trying to fight for my life in Berlin and to learn as much as I can from my professor now. My other priorities in musical life is, of course, to build chamber music relationships, because I'm very passionate about chamber music. I play quite a lot. I have to say it's a very special part of my life, and maybe also my favorite part. It's hard to choose between playing solo and chamber music. I love both. I played a lot with cellists, with violinists. I dream to build some trio, quintet collaboration, some bigger groups. But I also don't want to give up to my soloist career. That's why I'm doing competition still. It's been hard lately because I'm not so young as I used to be. And of course, for competitions, it's matter. Competition age is well known, very limited. And it brings very, very different difficulties. And still, I decided maybe I have 1-2 more years to try. I had the opportunity to play with orchestra, not as much as I would love to, of course. Particularly Tchaikovsky concert I played only twice in my home city, actually in my hometown in Rязань. It's been a while since last time I played it with orchestra, around 5 years ago. So I had to dust off it now. Hopefully I will do it in time, day after tomorrow. It's one of my favorite concertos, and I'm really happy now I chose this concerto for this competition, because I have opportunity, as you said, to perform it with orchestra, and I'm really looking forward because, yeah, I mean, it's great music.